Hello listeners and viewers, welcome to Kaduna State Ministry of Education Radio and TV e-learning program designed for our SS3 and other students staying at home due to the coronavirus pandemic. The present administration under the able leadership of His Excellency, Malam Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai, is positioned as always to ensure that under his leadership, our students are not left behind in all areas of human endeavors, especially education. Kaduna State is the center of learning. Therefore, we want to ensure that our students excel in their forthcoming examinations and beyond. Students and other learners at home are given this opportunity in order to continue learning, as education is a continuous process. Different subjects will be taught in this program to assist students to perform excellently in the forthcoming Senior School Certificate examination being conducted by NECO and WAEC as soon as schools reopen. Teachers making presentations will always provide their names and phone numbers during each presentation, and they can be contacted for questions, further explanations, and/or clarifications. The following numbers and contacts can also be reached for expression of any concern or observation: 090-865-00545 or 080-383-62072. Our website is www.education.kdsg.gov.ng. Our email education@kdsg.gov.ng or education.kdsg@gmail.com. Our YouTube channel, Ministry of Education, Kaduna State. Our Twitter handle @Kaduna_MOE. Or our Facebook page, Ministry of Education, Kaduna State. Stay safe, stay at home, and learn well. Thank you, happy listening, and happy viewing.
Good day, learners at home. I'm here again, one of your teachers for financial accounting. I'm here to present to you a topic: Public Sector Accounting, Part 4. We are done with Part 1, 2, and 3, and I'll make a review of the Part 3. In our Part 3, I present to you the sources, the government's revenue, how it is classified, government expenditure, how they are classified, and how government spent money, which is by using the warrants. And I explain again some sources of the books of accounts. Today, we are going to talk about government accounting procedures. I'm starting with an example where a grant to a state or a local government is being given. Question 1, in the preparation of government accounting procedure, is for the year ended 31st December 2007, the government approved 50 million to 5 local government areas in the country. The allocation was distributed as follows. The allocation was distributed as follows. A, 50% on the quality of local government. B, 50% on population basis. Here, you can see the local government and its population. Soba has 1 million, Zango Katav have 2 million, Lere 500,000, Jaba 1 million, Kachia 500,000. In total, we have a population of 5 million. Then, Kachia local government, amongst all the 5 local governments, generated the following additional revenue: rates 20,000, licenses 30,000, fees 10,000. Park collection, 24,000. It also incurred the following expenses: stationery, 10,000. Salaries, 50,000. Repairs of vehicle, 20,000. Electricity, 5,000. You are required to prepare 1. A statement showing the allocation made to each local government. 2. Receipt and payment account of Kachia local government for the year ended December 2009. Our solution, based on our question, we said the 5 local governments are going to take 50% of the 50,000 in equality level. A, 50% of 50 million equals to 25 million. So this 25 million will be allocated equally among the 5 local governments. 25 million divided by the 5 local governments will give us 5 million each. So each of the local governments, according to the equality distribution, we have 5 million each. Then B, 50% on population basis. Our 50% on population basis. 50% times 50 million is equals to 25. Then you pick each of the local government. We will start with Soba local government. For Soba local government, we have Soba population over total population times 25 million. And our population on Soba is 1 million. Divide by the grants that each of them are getting in equality times 25 million on population basis. Here, Soba has 5 million, according to our calculation. Zongo Kataf local government, 2 million is the population. Then according to our equality basis, we have 5 million times 25 million, which is 10 million. The third local government is Lere local government. Lere local government has a population of 500,000. And our equality allocation was 5 million times 25 million on population. Lere has 2.5 million. Then we have Jaba local government. Jaba local government, the population of Jaba is 1 million over 5 million times 25 on population basis, which gives us 5 million. So Jaba local government has 5 million. Then the 5th local government is Kachia local government. 500,000 is the population over 5 million times 25 million. Kachia has 2.5. After we have made our calculation, we are going to prepare the statements of allocation. And our statement of allocation, we have the local government, the population basis, equality basis, and the total. Our local government, which is 5, Soba, Zango Kataf, Lere, Jaba, and Kachia. In our calculation on population basis, Soba has 5 million, and on equality basis, Soba has 5 million. So when you had the population basis and equality, Soba has the total of 10 million. Zango Kataf, on population basis, have 10 million. Then we have 5 million on equality basis. When you add both of them, we have 15 million. That is the allocation to Zango Kataf. Then Lere have 2.5 million on population basis. Then on equality basis, 5 million. Then the total of 7.5 million. While Jaba has 5 million on population basis, equality basis 5 million, when you add the both, we have 10 million in total. Kachia has 2.5 million on population basis, while Kachia 2 has equality basis of 5 million, the total is 7.5 million. Our population basis, you can see that the 25 million has been duly allocated. If you plus the population basis, we have 25 million, equality basis 25 million, which amount to our 50 million has been allocated justly. And due to this table, we note that Zango-Kataf local government has the highest grant because of its population. So we have the receipts and payments account of Kachia local government. That's our question 2. You are asked to prepare the receipts and payment account of Kachia local government. And the receipts and payments is just like a cash book. In public sector accounting, we don't call it cash book, we call it receipts and payments. In a non-profit organization or a not-profit organization, we call it receipts and payments account. And on our debit side, which is the left-hand side, and our credit side, which is the right-hand side, all the receipts of Kachia local government is stated. The allocation from federal government is 7.5 million according to our allocation table. And in the question, we were told that Kachia local government made some revenue, and they are all going to be on the debit side of the account. Rates, which is 20,000, licenses 30,000, fines 10,000, park collection 25,000. On our credit side of the receipt and payment, which is the payment side of our account, our stationery is 10,000. That is an expenses. Salaries through and expenses, the payments 50,000. Repairs to vehicle 20,000. Electricity 5,000. In this account, you can see that our debit side is higher. That means our revenue, Kachia revenue, is higher than our payment. So we should have a balance. When you add the debit side, then you deduct from the credit side. When you add the debit side, Kachia has 7,585,000. And when you deduct, the difference is 7.5 million. You can make it so that your balance can be appropriate. Then our number 2 question, in reference to our part 3 of public sector accounting, we talked about the votes. And there, I define the votes as a statement which is issued before allocation of money or funds can be spent, and a vote is used to give a head, their allocation. A head is a code. Before a head can be prepared, a vote is needed. So today, we are going to prepare a vote revenue and expenditure. And the revenue is what comes into the government accounts, and expenditure is what the government spends. Here, the items will be classified as revenue or expenditure. The total revenue is current or recurrent. In our part 3, I told you revenue is classified into 2, where we have capital expenditure and recurrent expenditure. We also have revenue expenditure and capital receipt. Here, we are going to bring a question. Question 2, which is Makarfi local government made the following receipts and payments in December 2004. This is our question. We have the head, which I told you is a code on how money should be controlled or how revenue should come in. Our head is 1001, and the particulars is what the funds that have been allocated is used for, and this is the amount. 1001, we have the registration fee, which is 150. 2001, building of classroom, 1,450,000. 2002, purchase of drugs, 50,000. 1002, subvention from federal government, which is 2.5 million. 1003 federal account, which is 1 million. 1004, we have grants from WHO, 500,000. 2003, salaries, 100,000. 1005, market stalls, 20,000. 2004, sinking of boreholes, 30,000. 2005, maintenance of vehicles, 15,000. 1006, customary court fines, 10,000. In continuation, we have 1007, subvention from state government, 300,000. 2006, purchase of refuse disposal van, 50,000. 2007, repairs of roads, 100,000. 2008, repairs of public buildings, 60,000. 2009, stationery, 5,000. 2008, pool tax, 20,000. 1010, launching of medical fund, 120. 1011, social parties fees, 8,000. Now, in this question, our revenue heads are coded, just as I told you that a head is coded in numbers to know what revenue and expenditure are stated. Revenue heads are coded 1001 and 1002 etc. So any 100 code that you see are revenue, while expenses head are coded 2001. Any 2001 are expenses. Then you are required to prepare a departmental votes revenue and expenditure account. B, prepare the statement of capital and revenue expenditure. Our solution, vote revenue and expenditure account. It is A, they told us to prepare a vote revenue, and they told us the code that 1001 is for expenditure account. So you can see that here, all the expenditure items are what are here. Revenue heads, I told you, are coded. So in this question, any 1001 are our revenue item, while our expenses are in 2001. So we are preparing our account A, departmental votes, and all revenue items are on the debit side. All revenue items are on our debit side, while our expenditure is on our credit side. Now, this is just like a cash book, a one-column cash book, or one-column cash book, the T account. But this is how accounts are prepared in the public sector accounting, and the code is being given. So our 1001, which is registration, is 150. When you go to your credit side, you have 2001, which is our expenditure. That is building of classroom. And I told you what is an expenditure account in public sector accounting. They are accounts for big projects. You can see one of them here, building of what? Classroom, which is 1.450 million. Then we have 1002, which is also a revenue, subvention from the federal government. That is an allocation from federal government, which is 2.5 million. Then our 1003 is a federation account, which is 1 million. And 1004, grant from WHO, 500,000. 1005, market stalls. You can see that all the revenue item on our votes is coded with 1001, and it is on the debit side of our account, while on our credit side, we have our capital expenditure, which is also the expenditure account. We have 2001, building of classrooms, 1.4 million, 1.4 million 50,000. Then we have purchase of drugs, 50,000. Salaries are expenditures, 100,000. Sinking of boreholes to our expenditures, 30,000. Maintenance of vehicles is an expenditure project, which is 15,000. In continuation, we still have on our credit side the items on 1006, which is our revenue items. Customary court fines, that means revenue is coming into the account of the government, which is 10,000. 107, subvention from state, 300,000. 1008, pool tax is a revenue, which is 20,000. 1009, motor park fees, 13,000 is also a revenue. Launching of medical fund, 120 is a revenue item. Social party fees, 8,000 is a revenue item. Coming on our credit side of the account, 2006, which is an expenditure item, purchase of refuse disposal, 50,000. 2007, repairs of road, 100,000. Then we have 2008, repairs of public building, 60,000. Then stationery, 2009, 5,000. You can see that our revenue, our vote revenue, is higher than our expenditure account. So we'll take the difference. On our vote revenue, our total is 4,641,000. You take the difference, and the difference is 2,781,000. If you calculate, it will equal the account. So our two accounts is now equal. And any difference that you get, you can see that we brought it down to our balance carried down, so that they can equate and balance our cash, our vote book. Number 2 question, preparation of statement of revenue expenditure and capital expenditure. Preparation of statement of revenue expenditure and capital expenditure. Here, capital expenditure must be separated from revenue expenditure. In our part 3 of public sector accounting, we said we classify expenditure into 2, which are revenue and capital. And in this question, they are asking us to separate both expenditure. Using the question, let us prepare a capital and revenue expenditure. A, statement of capital expenditure. Building of classrooms, which is 2001, is a capital project, so it's a capital expenditure. You can see the amount, 1.450 million. Then we have 2004, sinking of borehole is a capital expenditure, 30,000. 2006, purchase of refuse disposal fund is a capital expenditure, 50,000. When you sum up these figures, we have 1,530,000. Then number B, statement of revenue expenditure. Statement of revenue expenditure, where I define that revenue expenditures are the day-to-day spending of government, like salaries, purchasing of hospital drugs, maintenance of vehicles. They are all examples that I gave you in our public sector accounting in our part 3. And you can see a question has just come up. Here they said we should prepare the statement of revenue expenditure. Our head, particulars and amount is what you write first. Then you write the code, which is 2002, is a purchase of drugs and is a revenue expenditure, 50,000. 2003, salaries, 100,000, which is a revenue expenditure. 2005, maintenance of vehicles, 15,000. 2007, repairs of roads, 100,000. 2008, repairs to public buildings, 60,000. 2009, stationaries, 5,000. All these items are revenue expenditure. From this, you can see that when you listen to the part 3, you'll be able to identify the revenue expenditure and the capital expenditure. With this, we have come to the end of our lesson. I'm taking a summary of what I've taught you. Today, we talked about the accounting procedures, where I listed 5 local governments, and the question said we should appropriate them at 50% on the quality and 50% on population basis, which we did. And we went back to define what's the meaning of votes and the meaning of head, and I gave you an example which was solved And now, I'm going to give you an assignment before I go to meet again in the next class. Our assignment for today is, stated here are receipts: income tax payee, which is 70,000, company income tax 90,000, value added tax 30,000, vehicle license duty 40,000. These are receipts items. Then number 2 are payment items. Budget payment, that is foreign affairs 30,000, internal affairs 20,000, pension and trade fund 15,000, allocation to contingency fund 20,000, balance brought forward from previous year 20,000. You are required to prepare the receipt and payment accounts for the year ended 31st August 2011. My name is Blessing Ayuba Samson. When you are done with my assignment, you can send it to this number 081-82-692515. I repeat again my number 081-82-692515. Stay home, stay safe, and keep learning. Thank you.